So happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Had an absolutely awesome day today. Kicked my butt, wore my butt out. Lots of fun though. Got to hang out with the wife. Had a real exciting day. I've got something I got to share with you that's absolutely amazing. Got a chance to be interviewed by a millionaire today. I'll tell you a little bit about that. If you didn't get the inside track on that today, that happened. It's actually the interview should be right below here somewhere on my timeline. If you'd like to catch it, there should be a link up there for it. Absolutely cool. So what I want to do first, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I love helping people succeed online. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, to make an extreme impact and be a legacy creator. So I said all that to say this. One of the biggest challenges that a lot of people have, and some people have, and you may have it, is I don't have any money, but I want to start a business. So what I did was I said, you know what, because in network marketing, in most network marketing businesses and affiliate and multi-level marketing business, you got to have some capital to get started. And in all reality, most businesses take some kind of money to get them going, to run them. For example, if you're going to be online, you're going to have an internet service. You're going to have to pay money for your internet service, or you're going to have a phone, and you have to pay money for your phone service, or whatever. So there's in all reality, there's no real way to start a business with zero money. You're going to have to spend money somewhere, but to actually invest in something. So I'm going to go through 10 ideas here that might help you get started. Some of these may be a fit for you, some of them may not. But I'm going to go through the list, maybe just to get your thought processes, juices going, maybe give you a little bit different direction to go into. So have you ever thought about starting a business? If you don't currently have one, have you ever thought about starting a business? And if you have, go ahead and share what your idea was below. What were you thinking about doing? What was the business, or maybe you're still thinking about doing it? What's the business that you'd like to start that you just haven't started yet? And what's the reason you haven't started? Why haven't you started your business? What is the struggle? What is holding you back? What is preventing you from moving forward and going ahead and starting that business? So I'm going to go through these real quick, and then I'll talk to you, and then I'll tell you right at the end here what the millionaire sort of snuck in on me at the end of the interview, which I was like, wow, okay. So anyway, so how do you start a home business with no money? A couple of these tips here. One is you can be a blogger if you're not familiar with blogging, but basically what blogging is and the way it started out is I actually was with a company several years back, and it was really cool. We actually had a blogging platform that we actually sold, and we actually taught people how to use it. And I did a series of training and teaching people how to set it up and how to do a blog post and how to set up a blog page and how to do a website. So very familiar with the technicalities of blogging. You also need to know how to write. There's also video blogging where you do a video. That's sort of like the YouTube stuff. But basically you're getting on and you're talking your story through, and you're doing, maybe you have some text below it and things like that. So a blogger basically is somebody that would be almost like a journalist. You're writing about something. Maybe you're a mom and you want to start a mommy blog, and you talk about the daily routines of dealing with your kids, especially now during the COVID-19 thing, when a lot of people are at home. It's like the creative ideas, 10 things you can do with your kids in your blog post today, and all the stuff that you could possibly do around the house when you're there with your kids could be one article after another article after another article after another article after another. It could just be limitless. How to not to lock your husband in the attic because he's getting on your nerves because you've been at home together. I mean, the blog post could be endless from that standpoint. The next one is similar. It's a freelance writer. Maybe you could hire your writing services and you can write for somebody. Sometimes there's even ghost writers that will write because they're really good at writing, and they'll actually go out and hire themselves out to be a ghost writer for someone else. What you can do, you can offer your writing services to other blogs or businesses. You can actually write for somebody else in their blog. An ebook author, write a book, an ebook, and post it. And what's cool about that is depending on how good you get, and there's a theory and there's a system behind writing ebooks. You can't just write an ebook and nobody knows who you are and just just sell it. So you might have to write a couple and get people interested, maybe do a series where maybe give the first one away free. And as people start to like really fall in love with it, they want to get the next one. And then you start, well, if you'd like the remaining 7 books in this series, it's going to cost you X. Of course, you can set up a PayPal account, which doesn't cost any money. You can do all that stuff to get people to pay you. So there's an idea there. The next one is as an affiliate marketer. Now there's a bazillion affiliate businesses out there. There's all kinds of them. There's Shopify believes in affiliate business. Amazon has an affiliate business. Best Buy has an affiliate business. I mean, there's all types of affiliate services out there that you can basically sign up for. But here's the catch. Just signing up to be an Amazon reseller doesn't make you any money unless you're going to advertise. So how do you advertise without any money? You'd have to get on Facebook. You'd have to reach out to people. You'd have to do some cold prospecting. You could do that with affiliate marketing as well. You know, you could reach out to people and say, hey, I just started my own business. Just curious if you might be open to taking a look at my products and services. If you are, I can send you the link, the catalog link. If not, and of course, your catalog link would be your link to your Amazon page or your Shopify store, your Etsy store, whatever it is. And you're basically cold prospecting people, asking them if they'd be open to taking a look at your products and services you offer. And if you're really specific, maybe a specific product and service, and you go out and you find people online that might be interested, and then you target them and you ask them to take a look at your store. So there's a lot of ways you can do that. But again, it's not easy, but it's free, right? So let's make sure we understand. So, oh, I want a free bid. I want it's easy. It's not easy. Nothing worth having is easy, right? You got to work hard. Be a social media influencer. That would be somebody that's very charismatic. They can get on the social medias and just have people attract to them. And if they say jump and people say how high, and you can move people around. And of course you can drive people, you can interview people, you can sell ebooks, you can do all that kind of stuff online and do that. Again, you have to have internet service to do that. So there is a little bit of money involved there. Let's see, what was that, number 3? So yep, we got 1, 2, no, that's number 4. Hold on, where are we at? So blogger, freelance writer, ebook author, affiliate marketer, social media influencer. We're on 5. So we got 5 more to go here. Social media manager. I did this for quite a while. I actually, when the Twitters was relatively new and I had a huge Twitter following, I went from like 0 to 15,000 in about 90 days because I was one of the new adopters on the Twitter sphere. My Twitter just blew up and it leveled out and it blew up again. And I jumped up to like 40,000 followers and it's leveled off. And now it's just a bunch of junk out there. So still trying to figure out what the heck to do with Twitter. I've actually got several Twitter accounts. I did a vertical for the baseball, and I did quite a few others that really blew up. So social media manager, you can basically manage someone else's social media. You go hire yourself out, and there's a lot of companies do that. I mean, just there's car dealerships do it, and apartment companies do it, and there's a lot of management companies. You go and actually you work as a social media manager, and you manage their content, and you write for them, and you interact as them for their social media, and you respond to complaints, and you do posts, and you do all that kind of stuff based on what their mission is and exactly what you're doing as a social media manager for them. Maybe just increasing their influence, right? Maybe posting videos and things like that. So it's more of a job. You'd be working, but you contract yourself out as a contractor instead of a paid employee. YouTube personality. My daughter, Krista, oh my God, she's like the YouTube personality. She's got like videos on YouTube with millions of views, and she's got hundreds of thousands. She's got like 40, 50,000 subscribers. She's definitely a YouTube personality, and she gets paid for people subscribing to her, and she gets free stuff. So that she's proof in the pudding that it definitely works. So, and of course, let's see, where are we at? Was that 8? So what number are we at? Blogger 1, freelance writer 2, ebook author 3, affiliate marketer 4, social media influencer 5, social media manager 6, YouTube personality 7, a podcaster. There's a lot of cool services out there for podcasting. And basically, I could take this live and I can download it in audio only and put it up as a podcast and put a title out there, and boom, I just created a podcast. Very simple. And last but not least, a collectible seller. My wife and my mother-in-law love to collect stuff and restore it. And of course, there's a little bit of money involved in that if you're going to restore furniture, pieces and things like that, or restore clothing or things like that. There's a little bit of money involved, but that might be an option for you as a collectibles person that sells that stuff. And of course, you'd have to get an online store. So there's actually, if you'd like, there's 45 40 more of these options that are available for you to start a business with no money. If you like those, shoot me a private message. I'll get those to you. But let's jump into this. I said I was gonna tell you what the millionaire told me. So again, if you like the other 40 ideas, just shoot me a private message. I'll get you the entire list. You can go in there and see if there's something that you might need. You might just need to get something going to generate you some income. So maybe you can use that money to start a bigger business, right? So definitely, yeah. My wife, DIY is definitely her thing. She's doing t-shirts right now, and that was not a free business to start because she had to spend money on a whole bunch of stuff, which is cool. She's made it back plus, which is very cool, and she's very charismatic and creative that way. So she can create all kinds of stuff and put it together really quick. So. So I'm interviewing, I'm having an interview with Ray, and he's got me on the hot seat about how I prospect and how I reach out and basically the systems and how I do that. And he's got me on the hot seat, and we're going through this interview. It's so cool. I was so excited and so blessed to be literally, this last year has felt like 5 years. So much has happened in terms of just directions and jobs and businesses and being just blessed with people in my life and being blessed with opportunities. And just all kinds of fun stuff like that, being in the right place at the right time, aligning myself with a company that's just forward thinking, unbelievably forward thinking, and just really cutting edge in terms of the direction they're going, how they do business. It's just basically been a disruption to the industry as a whole. It basically took it and turned it upside down on its head and made it a lot more palatable. I'm not going to say easy, I'm going to say palatable for the normal mom and pop everyday person to actually start a business and have success. And of course, a lot of that has to do with mindset, because not everybody, there's 40,000 reps in the business now that's growing, and that they've done that like the last year. And in the first year, put in over 40,000 reps, like 750,000 customers or something like that. But the moral of the story is there's some people like me that have a humongous bundle of customers, and then there's some people that are struggling to get a few. So is it the company or is it the person? Right? Same thing. There's probably people in your company, in your business, that have tons of customers and they have tons of teammates, and then there's people that don't. Right? So what's the difference in what these people have and what they do? Right? They've made a decision. I'm reading on this. I'm learning this word called, they become unreasonable in how they think. They adjust their schedules. They do things outside the 40-hour work week. They stay up late. They go to bed early. They stay up late. They get up early. They don't sleep a lot. They take massive action. They're always pushing the envelope. They're always mentoring. They're plugging in the people that are moving and shaking. They're plugging into accountability groups. And they're going to things like Rank Makers Live and learning stuff outside of their craft, right? There's people in multi-level marketing that are just here for the culture. They don't want to have a big business. They just want to hang out because they love the way it feels. Absolutely cool. They're customers and they like the culture. And that's the lifeblood of any business, is customers. And of course, there's your 5% or plusers, I should say 5 to 1%ers. Those are the people who just want to go out and make a stupid amount, a lot of money, which is absolutely awesome. So you've got both of those cultures going on inside your business, and you need to know how to cater to them. So how do you, if you want to grow a big business, if you're truly here, if you're truly in business, if you truly started a network marketing business to grow big, then you've got to be uncomfortable. You've got to be unreasonable with your expectations. You've got to think way outside the box. You've got to prospect more. You've got to go to more trainings. You've got to plug in. So one of the things, and I said all that to say this, there's a huge resource of people out there that are willing to help you. And I found this out because my coach, Elsa, she says, I want you to go out and I want you to find 5 7-figure income earners, and I want you to reach out to them and ask them what books they're reading. And these are people that aren't, actually, matter of fact, she asked me to do that to my upline leader. So I did. I asked him what books he was reading, but I also reached out to 4 others that weren't in my business and asked them if they would share what books they were reading. It was very cool because they were all very gracious. These are 7-figure income earners that you think would be, not wanting to help out, and they jumped right in. They suggested the books, and I have this huge book reading list. I wish I could read fast. I read weird. I'll read a chapter here, read a chapter there, skip over here, come back there, highlight that, open it up, put another one down, come back. I'm a very odd reader when it comes to reading. I can't just sit down and just read a book front to back, and just my brain just doesn't work that way. So anyway, So said all that to say this. I'm interviewing with Ray, having fun. He's asking me all these questions, got me on the hot seat. And he says, hey, what would you say if you did a live training on how you prospect and reach out to all these, reach out to average 85. Actually, this last week I averaged 126 a day. I'm bragging. And I liked it. It's okay to brag. One of the things I love to do is push, is push to see how much farther I can go, see how many people I can reach out to. And I do that. It's an internal competitive point there. And the biggest challenge with me is that I get bored really quick. So one of my Achilles heels that my coach helped me was really focused. Like, you need to stay focused. And the way I stay focused is I push myself. So I did 200 a week and I know I'm at 126. So my next push, we'll see how this goes along. And I'm gonna look at my average at the end of the week. I track and measure everything I do. If you don't track and measure everything you do, you're not gonna know where you're going. You're not gonna know where you came from. You're not gonna know how to adjust. So that's very, very important that you do that. So Ray says, what I'd like you to do for everyone that has a Rank Makers Live ticket, I want you to do a live training in that group. And he says, well, how about Thursday, which is the day after tomorrow? I was like, okay. So this Thursday, I get to do a live training in the Rank Makers Live group on how I prospect. So I'm going to throw up my computer. I'm going to throw up my spreadsheets. I'm going to throw up all the tabs. I'm going to have my scripts out there. I'm going to walk through it and show people exactly how I do it. I'm going to start a timer, have the timer set up. So it's a realistic time frame of realistic live prospecting, so that the people that are going to Rank Makers Live that really want to push, that really want to say, okay, how do I do this? What do I need to do to take my business to the next level? What do I need to do to get uncomfortable? What do I need to do to be unreasonable? What do I need to do to get over the struggle, right? Maybe the training that I'm doing on Thursday will help you do that. Maybe you can get inside my head and see how I operate, my top to bottom, left to right, and how I move through stuff and how I think about stuff. And we'll let you get in the brain of Forrest, get in the mind of Forrest, and see what is it that drives me. So if you don't have your Rank Makers Live tickets, go get them. The price, I think Ray said the price is going up Friday, I believe. So I would recommend you get them now before they jump up and increase in price. There's a lot of cool stuff. He's got a lot of cool people that are going to be speaking. You can go to rankmakerslive.com. If somebody's watching this right now, you want to go ahead and share the link in there, I wouldn't be mad at you. But go to Rank Makers Live, get registered, go to the event. It's absolutely cool, and it's an online event. And what I would challenge you to do, if you're actually going to attend, I just did this for our last company event. I took 3 days off from work because I wanted to be ultra focused and make sure that I got all the information downloaded. So figure out how you're going to get rid of your distractions. It's not till the weekend of October, I want to say 8th, 9th, and 10th or somewhere in that weekend. It's the second weekend of October, but it's less than a month away now. I'll recommend you do that, but schedule some time so that you can make sure that you can sit down somewhere and you can get all the information, because you're not going to go back and listen to the recordings. You got to be honest with yourself. You won't. Most people don't, but I highly recommend that you do that. So go to Rank Makers Live, do that. If you'd like the additional 40 tips on businesses to start with no money, shoot me a private message. I'll get those over to you. I love you. Jesus loves you. I'll see you on Thursday in the Rank Makers Live group to do the training. I'm so excited. I get to share all that information with you guys. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. Ready to go out and have on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact and be a legacy creator. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Did I just do the peace out thing again? Bless America.